Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion,
we
of
can't
course,
say
Bob.
that without laughing, can we, Brad? Today we're going to talk about trying to reverse your ugly slumped
Oh,
standing
Bob, why
posture.
so strong?
Yeah.
Why so? Yeah, but gently do this. We need to be successful, and this is going to help you do that.
And I got to quit body shaming people, right?
Well, Bob, don't worry about
All
it.
right, let's talk about what we're giving away today, Brad. Let's give away a SleepOvation mattress.
There you go. And right here, this is not what you would win, but this is what they look like on the inside.
It's a sample. It's got 700 tiny mattresses in one and air channels.
Air channels, yes.
What this does, it makes it very comfortable on the bony parts of your body. So it's the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept in.
Yeah, I agree. And I was just saying that this morning when I woke up.
So
And-
go to bobandbrandon.com and go to the giveaway section and you can sign up today.
Also, we want to talk about posture.
Yes.
There you go. So we talked about the effects of slumped standing posture. What are the effects and what's the negative part?
I would guess, Brad, that this is affecting the majority of people.
Right.
And you don't know it,
Yeah.
especially as you get older. And until you see yourself on film or in the mirror,
photograph,
you go,
yeah.
oh my God, who's that old guy?
Then it's like, oh, it's me. It's like, oh my. Yeah. So your appearance is obviously a big part of
Right.
this. We don't want to deal with that, particularly younger people, older people. If you're going for a job interview and you walk in with slouch
Right.
posture, you're already down on the
You're
list.
giving a message out. You're sending out a message, and it's not a good one.
It's not a message of confidence.
Right.
Okay. It can also and will cause low back, mid back,
Yeah,
and
when
neck
I'm
pain.
up like this, and if I'm forward like this, Brad, this muscle is firing the whole time. If I straighten back up, this muscle's nice and relaxed. I can actually feel it.
Exactly.
I can poke my finger in there.
Yep.
Tight, relaxed.
There you go.
How many times do I got to do it, Brad?
327 times.
All right.
Yeah, so that also relates to the neck. We're not going to get into that, but it does. Headaches
Neck
also
pain.
can be a part of this.
Especially neck headaches.
Now, this is something you may not realize, but if you are slouched forward, it actually pushes your diaphragm upward a little bit, and it limits your breathing capability, which, if you're in an event, if you're an athlete or exercising, or if you have COPD, you may be older, it's all going to make things worse.
There's a lady that runs in our neighborhood, Brad, and she, a great runner, but she's got really poor posture.
Yeah.
And I just want to go up to her and,
You haven't addressed it yet?
no, I told you about it before, didn't I? I think I mentioned it before.
No, I can't remember.
Oh,
People are getting
Anyway,
bored.
I don't know how she can breathe when she's running
Yeah,
because she's so bent
But you
over.
didn't ask her.
No, she's a really nice
Oh,
lady.
good. Well, I know. We just want to help. The last thing, and this is something that may not be evident, but as you get older and if you develop this forward posture, it changes your center of gravity
Right.
and your balance will become worse. Your body has to work much harder to balance when you're forward as opposed to when you're upright. So it makes a difference, significant difference on your fall risk as you age. So it's important for all ages. So we're going to work at this an approach that you can do little things throughout today without spending a lot of time and getting really aggressive on your stretches and exercises that make things sore. Because usually when people do that, they spend a week doing it and then it burns out.
I think we have better success if we give you some small things to do throughout the day.
There you
as
go.
opposed to aggressive things like once a day.
Right. And the first one's not even an exercise. Number one, if you may already have a full-length mirror. If you don't, go get one, for a small price, get it on the wall, and just make sure you look at yourself in the mirror, not only forward, but at a profile, and look at yourself and change your posture to get the shoulders back, the head up, and so that you have that visual feedback.
I swear this is true, Brad. I have a standing desk,
Yes.
and when I stand up, I have a mirror right over to the side. I look over there, and I'm not quite off flexed a little bit.
Yeah.
So I readjust.
Yeah, they're going to make an app for this.
I bet you
something
they
will
will.
beep or something if you
Right.
slouch. It's a good idea. The next one is we're talking about friends and family. They can inform you politely in a nice way. Like your wife does
Oh
this,
my
right?
God,
And
she
so
loves.
does my wife.
She loves doing this.
Bob,
That's
you're
like what she
slouched.
lives for.
Yeah.
And my kids too.
Yeah.
Because I corrected them all their lives.
Yes. Yep.
They're,
Yeah,
Dad.
what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
But no, really, friends and family just say, and when their posture is good, that's a really good time to say, wow, your posture is looking good.
Right.
Positive
I don't ever hear
feedback.
that. They're in a good place. They're
Yeah.
trying to be good people.
Right. One way or another, you're aware of
Right.
it. Now, let's get to the physical part of it. Let's do some stretching. Now, when you're standing, if your hip muscles are tight, if you sit quite a bit throughout the day,
Right.
we need to stretch those out because they pull you
They'll
forward.
pull you forward. Their muscles are right where the front pockets are here.
Mm-hmm.
And a real simple way to do this is just to, when you're in a chair, is actually, I'm going to stretch to this side,
Yep.
is actually bring the leg back like this, get off the edge of the chair, and bring it back as far as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And stretch like this. Oh.
Yep. So you're going to feel it right in the front of the hip here.
My guess is most of you won't be able to get back this far.
Right. And don't let your body come forward.
Right. Don't go like this.
Right. Because that doesn't do the right thing.
Stay straight upright, and you'll feel it right here.
So obviously you need a solid chair without an armrest. If you're
Right.
elderly and you feel like you're going to fall off the chair, just scratch it. You do not need it. We've got other options. Okay, so you're going to make sure you do both legs.
Right.
And you can do that throughout the day. Have yourself the proper chair. And, if you can get that in 3 or 4 times a day, just stretch it, for 5 or 10 seconds is better than no stretch at all. If you want to do more, that's great. Let's go to the next one. Simply when you're standing, hands here at your belt line, like the thumbs in or fingers in, and simply a gentle stretch backwards, shoulders back, gentle chin tuck, and do that 2 or 3 times. And you can do that every 10 to 15 minutes.
Brad, do you want to show also grabbing your wrist
Oh,
behind
right. Yep. I have tight shoulders. I can do this, but it's a little bit of a work
But
challenge
this
for
helps
me.
straighten you up a bit right
Yep.
before you walk or before you stand.
Yep.
And it's just a reminder where you should be.
Sure. Or while you're walking, you can just
Right,
do this for
exactly.
10, 20 steps or whatever it may be. Good reminder.
Brad,
little
we
things.
forgot to do the stretch off the bed.
Oh, right.
Why don't I do that one right now?
That's the hip flexor stretch
Right.
as well.
So this is for the elderly. If you have trouble, you could start even maybe like this, Brad, and go like this. And that might stretch it already.
Right. So you bring one knee up to the chest.
Right.
Make sure this one stays flat to the
Right.
bed, and that
But
will
to
offer.
really make sure you're going to bring it off the edge of the bed, be really careful. Do not fall off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can keep your shoulders well on the bed. And now you bring the other leg up, and you're going to definitely stretch that leg then.
Right. So the goal is to just let gravity pull this leg down, pull this up, relax and breathe, and that's going to get those hips stretched out. This is great for hip pain as
Yep.
well. Mm-hmm. Good. So the last one you want to do, and anytime you're standing up and there's an empty wall available and you got 15 seconds, simply go up against the wall, get your sternum or your butt to hit the wall, then your shoulders, your back between the shoulder blades, flatten the shoulders out here, tuck the chin in gently and touch your head, and just go like that for 10 or 15 seconds.
And what you'll find is some of you won't be able to put your head all the way back
Right,
without going like this.
Yeah, that
You-
doesn't count.
Yep. And
like this.
so you want to measure how far you are away. You
Mm-hmm.
can measure with your hand and keep doing it. Eventually, you'll be less and less
Yep.
to the point where you can actually put your head on the
Yeah.
wall.
When you get to that point, then you go up like this, and you can bring the shoulders, and it helps increase that. So again, you're not going to sit here for 5 minutes. It's simply, you got 10, 15 seconds. Do that. You can do this if you want to
Do
go a
some
little longer.
Wall angels. if you
Wall
want.
angels, yep. Oh, will you stick in the way? And up and down like this. And there you go. So throughout the day, you're going to do this. A little bit here, a little bit there while you're sitting, while you're laying up against the wall. Look at the mirror. These things are very, very simple.
And eventually, you'll get your wings.
Yeah.
You'll be an angel.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, good luck with that posture. We're sure you're going to get taller, straighter, and you're
You'll
going to
look good.
very good. Be careful.